The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Top of the morning, Raider Nation, man. Happy Tuesday. Yes, indeed. We back in effect right here on Raiders Allegiance, man. It is the Good Morning Raider Nation live podcast with yours truly, Lunatic Raider. Yes, indeed. Today is Cut Down Day. Exactly 1 p.m. Pacific. Yes, indeed. 4 p.m. Eastern. All teams must have their rosters cut down to 53 men. Who will the Raiders cut? Who will the Raiders keep? We shall soon see when 1 o'clock hits. We already got rid of some people, but we're not even close to getting to the 53. So can't wait to see exactly what it is, man. Shout out to the chat. The world's most dangerous chat is in the building, and the building is packed. Let me quit. That was hella motherfucking gay. Yes, I said that shit. I don't give a fuck. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. My guy, Michael Guerrero in the building, man. Salute to you, my brother. NorCal Raider Jesse. What it do? What it do? Man, thank you for being here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got Walt in the building, man. What's going on, Walt? How's it going? Man, good to see you. Let's see who else we got in the building. I can't even get this out the way real quick, bro. Hold on, I gotta clear some shit up. Let me clear some shit up real quick. One time. All right. Let me get down to it, man. Let me get this shit out the way. Nope, didn't want to do that. I want to go this way. Get it? Got it. We got it. All right. Yes, indeed, man. But let's get into this shiznit. Hey, the good stuff, man, in the building, man. Thank you for being here, man. Top of the morning to you. We got Chris Ariel in the building, man. Good morning to you as well. Good to see you here. 2 red rings, better than 1. You feel me? My dude is in the building. Top of the morning to you. Egalitarian 207 in the house. Yes, indeed. We got RDF in the building, man. Raider Gang NWA for real. Eugene Powell. Tops to you, my brother. Thank you for being here. Eddie Diaz is in the house. Thank you for pulling up, man, for real. Let's see, man. Yeah, I got Walt. I see Walt, GM Walt. You know what I mean? Good morning, Walt. You know what I mean? Let's see who else we got in the building. We got some more people, man. I gotta scroll down though. Tony Shepard, man. Let's fucking go. Let's go, nation. Who do you think we gonna? Hey, I got some leaked footage of some of the players that's making the roster. I'm gonna play that today. So just hold on. But yeah, there was some footage somebody got of them talking about the players saying that they made the team. I got that footage, man. Hey, it's raw and uncut, baby. I told you I bring y'all the info here, bruh. Ain't nobody got this footage. Ain't nobody got the footage of some of the leaked players that is making this roster. I got that shit. Now what? I got that shit. Let's go. We got R. White in the building, man. Top of the morning to you. Yes, indeed. Gravy, my guy, man. What is the deal, man? Top of the morning. Thank you for pulling up. Yes, indeed, Eugene Powell. I'm going to say your name about 100 times because I know that's how many times you're in the chat. But that's, all gravy, man. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at you. I appreciate it. For real. We got Casper in the building, man. Salute to you. Thank you for being here, man. Let me scroll down a little further down, man. Okay. Yeah, man, we 22 deep right now. Subscribe to the channel if you are here for the first time, man, and hit that like. You know that thumb. You know, like you hitchhiking, hit that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Don't be scared of that thumb. Ain't nobody gonna stick it in your ass. They just telling you thumbs up, bro. We like this shit. I like this shit too, man. So hit that shit. Like that peer pressure, huh, man? Hit this shit. Don't be no punk, man. Hit this shit, bro. Hit this shit. Go ahead. For real, for real. All right. So yeah, we know today's cut down day. We got to 1 o'clock until we see what our roster looks like. But along the way, you know, there's gonna be little tidbits. I have some of the players that's making the team. Like I said, I got video footage. I don't think nobody else got this shit, to be honest with you. I'm telling you, I don't think nobody got this shit. We're gonna play it in a minute. But hey, salute to the world's most dangerous chat, man. You already know. Without you, there's no me, and without us, there's no nation. There's only one nation. That's the Mickey Ficky Raider Nation, man. Hey, salute to y'all, man. Thank you for your support here. We are real close to 1,300 subscribers. We done came a long way, bruh. We came a long way. You know what I mean? It takes all of us to make this shit happen, and y'all are the main reason why, man. And salute to y'all, man. I thank y'all, man, for making this shit a success, and we're steady climbing. Shout out to the people who have followed me on TikTok. The video of Stan is almost at 500,000 views. I'm steady getting comments still. It's matter of fact, let me see what it is. Y'all think I'll be tripping and shit. Sometimes I do be tripping, but I gotta make sure because these numbers be tripping. Yes, we are almost at 500,000 views on Raider Stans. See this right here? Look at this shit. We damn near viral, y'all. Look at that. 497,000. 497,000 views, bruh. Raider Stan is about to be a motherfucking model for Dolce & Gabbana. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody out there, man. Lobby1, hey, my dude. What's the deal, man? Lobby1 in the building, man. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, man, it's good to see y'all, man, for real, man. I can't wait to see what this roster gonna look like. Casano Crowder, man, good morning to you, man. Top of the morning. Thank you for being here. Yeah, man, I can't wait to see exactly who makes the squad. You know what I mean? The shit that I threw out there was just my opinion, but we're going to see the factuals today. Factuals coming today. Aaron Diaz, man, top of the morning. Thank you for pulling up. Yeah, man, it's good to see y'all, man, for real. We got a lot of newcomers that, you know what I mean? And I appreciate that, man. Hey, for real, man. Just subscribe if you haven't. Hit that thumbs up, bro. You can leave a comment, share the video, hit the notification bell if you want. It don't cost a dime over here, bro. Now, if you guys, you know, want to give, you know, thanks and, you know, super chats, bro, I ain't gonna stop you. You know what I mean? But hey, that's not what we here for. But out the kindness of your own heart, man, it's very appreciative to all you guys who have done so. But you know how we do it here. We have fun. You know what I mean? I clown and be informative at the same time. So I try to make sure your morning kicks off on the right foot. What foot is that? The Raider foot. Fuck your team, bitch. All right. So should I wait to show the footage or should I show it now? I want to see a round of hands in the chat. I want thumbs up to show it now. I want thumbs down to show it later. Raider Goon in the building, man. Top of the morning, man. Thank you for being here. Man, for real. Mike, you got 2 weeks, bruh. No, you got one more week, huh? One more week. Till you get to see the Raiders slap the shit out of Denver in the Mile High. Oh, you get the vision, you get to see that first ass whooping, bro. I'm hella jealous. Ozzy in the building, man. Salute to you. Thank you for pulling up. Greg Atkins, man. Top of the morning to you, my brother. Thank you for pulling up, man. It's good to see you. Hope all is well with you and your fam. You know what I mean? We in here. Let me see y'all. Y'all want to see this footage, bro? I stole this shit off of the internet, bro. It's I got a damn I got lucky with that shit though, for real. Charles Washington, man, top of the morning. Hey, Charles, you want me to start talking about Josh Jacobs Nah, I'm fucking with you, bro. Good morning to you, man. Thank you for being here. Big surprises coming. All I can say, I'm falling in love with players. Hey, I got a list of some of the players that's making the squad. I'm about to play it in a minute. Oh, look, there go the thumbs up. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see, man. Unison. All eyes on G, man. Top of the morning, man. Thank you for being here. Let me see. Possibly could trade for a linebacker, but hey, there's been some veterans that been released. Once they clear waivers, you know what I mean? Some teams won't claim them, you know what I mean? Because of maybe contractual reasons. But if they clear waivers, you can get at them. But there's been some solid veterans that have been released that play linebacker, about a handful already. So it's starting. Hey, the movement is starting. Hey, the donkeys is in trouble, bro. They Sean Payton ain't walking on water, bro. I don't give a damn. People keep throwing that shit out there. John Bankhead, what's the deal, man? Top of the morning to you. All right, we gonna play this video in a minute, man. I just want to make sure I got everybody on here. Raider Pete, top of the morning, man. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Willie Wayne, my guy, man. What is the deal with it? Let's see who else we got. Is that it? Joel E, man. What is the deal? Top of the morning. All right, so I'm gonna get to it. It's a video I found, man. They was talking about some of the, not all the players, but some of the players that's supposed to make our squad. We'll see how legit it is, but yeah, man, we gotta wait for the names to come out when they add, because like I said, they got until 1 o'clock to go ahead and put in what our 53 is. No, hey, I already know. I fuck with Josh Jacobs too, bro. I just be talking shit, you know what I mean? Just having fun with it. I got his jersey. I got his jersey hanging up in my is it over here? Shit, I got me and my son. That's the first jersey I got my son is Josh Jacobs. I be hating to get him jerseys when he's little. That's not the very first one, but you know what I mean? Because especially him now, he growing out of shit so quick, turning 14. He wearing my shoes now. Not that he literally wearing my shoes, but my size. Matter of fact, I got a couple of pair coming for him today that I ordered them. Some gray and black. I always get Raider shit this time of year. When school start, I get him his Raider shit, and then he goes to he goes to school where they wear uniforms and they want them to wear all black shoes. So I got him all black for school, and then some gray and black ones to rock with his pops when we go do the tailgate this year. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm so damn juice. Oh my God, I'm juice. Oh my God, for real. I am JJ8. What is the deal, man? Man, I appreciate you, my brother. Hey, I fucks with you for real the long way. Pause. You know what I mean? Hey, for real. Hey, you fuck with me, I fuck with you, man. That's how that shit work. If you don't fuck with me, don't expect me to fuck with you. But you know what I mean? I keep it light, I keep it fair. I don't really try to offend people I fuck with. You know what I mean? If I do, my apologies. If I don't like you, fuck it. Just, you know what I mean? Cry later in the car. All right, let me quit bullshitting around. Let me get down to the video. Here's the video that I got off the internet that they was showing leakage of some of the players that was supposed to supposedly, allegedly be making the team out the 53-man roster, bruh. So I hope we're gonna find out today if this is right or not. Let's go.
Your Las Vegas Raiders.
DeMarcus Williams,
CJ Jackson,
Tavarius Smith-King,
Kyle Royal, Smoochie Wallace,
Desquarius Green Jr.,
Ibrahim Moises,
Jack Marius Tack Theratrix,
the Isaiah T. Billings Clyde,
the Jasper Probencrux III,
Leoz Maxwell Jr.,
Javaris and Lamar,
Coin Shower Handle,
Hingle McCringleberry,
LeCarpetron Duke Marriott,
the Dinklage Morgoon,
Xmas Jackson Flaxen Waxen,
And that's some of the names they leaked out that's supposed to be making the team today. Bro, we gonna find out though. McCringleberry. I don't know if McCringleberry gonna make the team, bro, but we gonna find out today, bro. Oh shit! Only the mind of a lunatic could do that shit, y'all. Come on now. look at two red rings and hell no. Yeah, McCringleberry, man. I couldn't believe it neither. I was like, nah, not McCringleberry. Out of all players, bro, we gonna keep McCringleberry on the 53-man roster? Hell no. I'm cool on that one, bro. I'm cool on that one. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not good with McCringleberry. I'd rather go trade for another player than sign him. You know what I mean? Because he didn't even play in the preseason. He didn't even play. McCringleberry, none of y'all seen McCringleberry out there play. Don't act like y'all seen him thinking that he deserved to make the team over Masterson. You know what I mean? That's bullshit. That is straight bullshit. I'm glad y'all like that shit, man. You know what I mean? Raider Syndicate in the building, man. Tops to you. look great. Hey, he said, whoa. Look at Saddle Crowder said, what kind of shit is that? Hey, bruh. I just wanted to, put some laughs out there, man. You know what I mean? Y'all fuck with me every fucking morning, man. And I just want your day to start off good. You know what I mean? I was like, let me do something a little fun with them. You know what I mean? Since today is that day where we find out who make this roster, bruh. I hope you don't get offended over it. You know what I mean? I want you to walk out that door and be like, you man, that fucking lunatic. You know what I mean? That's what I want you to be like, that fucking lunatic. For real. Raider Syndicate, you missed it, bro. You missed the leakage of some of the players that's allegedly is supposed to be making the roster, the 53-man roster. I just played the video, bro. I'll play it again later. You know, more people gonna pull up. We had 30. What are we at now? 39 people are in here. When we get to 50, when 50 people come up in this room on this chat, I'll play it again and show you the people that they said allegedly is supposed to be making this roster. Some of them I don't agree with. The other ones I'm not really too familiar with. He's not fucking with your emotions. My bad, NorCal. Oh my goodness. Hey, right on, John L. Hey, I appreciate it, bro. You know what I mean? I just want to make shit fun for y'all. Everybody be trying to be so serious on other shit, and especially they be trying to be serious and give y'all all the wrong fucked up ass information. I make fun. Y'all know this shit wasn't real. You know what I mean? But other motherfuckers, hey, they would have played this shit and be like, yeah, McCringleberry, he went to the University of Utah, and bruh, you stop lying. That motherfucker's made up. Oh. Man, I appreciate y'all. I'm glad y'all like that, man. All right, we can get to some serious shit, man. We're going to run over my selection again. I got the shit. I'm going to bring it up again. Of the offense and defense players that I feel is going to make the roster. I brought it up yesterday. Hold on real quick. Let me get this loaded up again. Today the 29th, so yesterday the 28th. All right, I got the shit. So we're gonna go over the roster one more time of who I felt, and some of it I was trying to, put myself in their shoes, and why would I go this route? And from what I've seen in preseason, the there's a lot of underlining stats that some people ain't been paying attention to, bro. Hold on real quick. So let me bring all this stuff up and we'll go over the defense and the offense. We already know who the kickers and the long snapper is. That's not changing. You know what I mean? They are going to be who they are. Wasn't even no competitions at those positions. So I didn't even list them. He said, what kind of fucking name is McCringleberry? Hey, like I said, once we get to 50 people in the chat, I'm gonna play it again. Did you see the Travis Kelce? Oh, is she? Hey, what does I'm a dirt dog. Hey, what does his mom look like? Hey, on everything. What does Kelce mom look like? Oh, dickhead Kelce. What's your mom look like, Kelce? You know what I mean? Is she like a little color? Huh? No, not skin color, a color analyst, bruh. She like a little color in her vision. Oh shit, Garoppolo that'll take him out the game for real. Kind of like, you remember when LeBron got took out the game by Delonte West? Didn't Delonte West lay the pipe to his mom and that motherfucker couldn't focus? That's crazy. Thomas Hernandez, man, top of the morning to you. We got people pulling up. Like we have 40. I can't see the number real quick. Oh, if I do it like this, I'm really ain't gonna see the number. I accidentally blew. Yep, I ain't gonna see it like that. I blew the screen up hella big on accident. Oh, 41. Was it 41? Yep, 40. We are at 43. We hit 50. I bring that shit. Alfredo, the boss with the sauce, man. Top of the morning to you, my brother. Salute to all y'all, man. Thank y'all for being here. Did you see the Travis? Oh, yeah. I didn't see that shit, bruh. You gotta send me a link of that shit. For real. All right. So let me get into the business. Let me get into the business. That's Solo. Oh, they ain't even showing his total, man. Okay, so that was shit. No, not week 1. We went preseason. Oh, they got preseason 3. Is that from one game? Nah, fuck no. Oh shit. Hold on. I'm trying to find something real quick. Where is the fucking statisticals? Statisticals, baby. Hold on. I'm trying to find the stats. There we go. Stats right here. Man, come on, bro. Y'all niggas tripping. There we go. Oh, they ain't got it in there, bro. Preseason 3. Against who was it? Fucking Dallas. Okay, here we go. I want to see something real quick before I even get to speaking. Like I said, motherfuckers need to start doing research before they start opening their mouth, talking on some shit that they don't even know the fuck is going on. I be hearing some of these motherfuckers out there. I be reading that shit on Twitter, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? The fuck you mean? All right, we about to get into some shit in just one moment. Hold on, make sure. Damn, why they won't give me the whole fucking thing, bruh? All right. Well, I know. Let's open this motherfucker up real quick, and then we're gonna go over the Here we go. All right, we're gonna start with the defense again. This is what I feel is going to be the defense. Oh, what's this one? Oh, the entire screen. Oh yeah, let's rock and roll like that, man. Nigga. Oh, is it all fucking? Hold on. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. Let me see. So it gave me the option of doing this shit like that. Is that? No. We add it to this. All right. So here go my defensive picks, right? As far as who I think is gonna make this roster. All right, let me fix my mic real quick. All right. So as you see let me see. Is that the whole shit? All right. Defensive ends, I have Max Crosby, Chandler Jones, Tyree Wilson, and Malcolm Kuntz, making it. I think they're only going to carry 4 defensive ends. I think Adam Plant will be cut. Hopefully he clears waivers and added to the practice squad to further develop. Defensive tackles, I think we're only going to go with 6 of those, with Jerry Tillery, Bilal Nichols, John Jenkins, Matthew Butler, Neil Farrell Jr., and Byron Young. I think Nesta Severa will be released. I don't think they're going to claim him, though. I don't think another team, because if you claim him, he has to go to your 53-man roster. He has to go to the 53. I don't think they'll claim him. I still think he needs some more development at the defensive tackle position. So he really didn't fly off the page for me as far as watching him during the preseason. But he has potential. He showed flashes. He certainly did show flashes of the ability to be able to play DT in the NFL. But you have to continue to go ahead and work with him and groom him to get to that point. Linebackers, I have, of course, Robert Spillane, Divine Diablo, Luke Masterson, Chris Bolton. That's a surprise guy for me. Amari Burney, very great potential, can cover. I like his tenacity and his work ethic, as well as Drake Thomas. Now, some people may not think Drake Thomas should make it, but they have not been paying attention to the stats, because Drake Thomas on defense has been leading this team in tackles this preseason. Look it up. He has led this team in tackles in preseason. Why would he not make the team? Led the team in tackles. In tackles, he made the team. He led the team at linebacker. And we know that Spillane and Diablo has not been playing, but Bolton's been out there. We know that Burney has been out there. I like Burney's potential. He has not scratched the surface of reaching his ceiling, which, hey, develop him. And we already know that we are thin at linebacker. We are thin at linebacker, but I feel like that we carry 6 linebackers this season, and Thomas and Burney will be the bottom 2 of that roster. Cornerbacks, I feel like we're going to only carry 5, and that's because there's going to be Marcus Peters, it's going to be Nate Hobbs, Jacorian Bennett still needs to develop. He's young dude, has the potential to be a number 1, but his turn will come. His time will come. There's no need to rush him along. Let him go ahead and develop with the coach's help to get him to where he needs to be. But we already know, you know what I mean? They always mention the rookie wall, because, you know, they're so used to playing less amount of games in college that once they get to the pros, once they hit that mark of about 10 games, then it becomes difficult for them, because their body's not used to playing a 18-week season. So that's another thing you have to look into as a rookie. So yeah. So Jacorian Bennett, finishing off with Amik Robinson. I love Amik Robinson. He's been very attached to the hip of receivers, very disruptive. We know that the intention of this defense by Patrick Graham is to be disruptive. Same with Ziegler. He mentioned he needs this defense to be disruptive, knocking down balls, forced fumbles, interceptions. And we've been seeing that this preseason. Dallas, don't worry about Dallas preseason game. That third week now in the preseason ain't shit. That's for the bottom of the barrel type players where there's 1 or 2 or 3 positions still battling, not for starting positions, but battling just to make the team. You got a couple, 2 or 3 players that's battling just to make the team. That's what we seen on Saturday versus Dallas. Don't read into that. That's nothing. Of course, they look sluggish because these are people who are not going to be here. You know what I mean? And I told people yesterday, you will not see that same combination of defensive players play together again, ever. It won't be that same that combination. If anything, any people that makes this roster, they're going to be in that next man up position, especially the bottom of that position group. So you don't have to worry about seeing that same or lack of production of that defense we seen against Dallas, because you won't see all those 11 guys in there at the same time. So we seen the downgrade. See, when you had those 11 guys out there, and like a couple of them made plays that were going to make the roster, but then there was a lot more that didn't make plays, that was missing tackles, didn't wrap up, was kind of confused. You know what I mean? Don't look for their name on the back of the jersey comes week 1 next week. You know what I mean? Don't look for it because you won't see it. You know what I mean? They're like, so hey, who said it in the chat yesterday? They were auditioning for the XFL. Facts. You know what I mean? So that's the cornerbacks. Like I said, finishing off with Amik Robinson and finally Tyler Hall. I like Tyler Hall. When the season ended last year, they gave him a 1-year extension. Tyler Hall is a developing good corner. You know what I mean? So you got to see that through. So I don't see any of the free agents we signed staying with the team. I think they're going to stick with the young guys, develop them, because they said that's exactly how you got to build your roster through the draft, and it does not happen overnight. So for us to panic and be like, oh, we need to go out there and make a trade for linebackers, and yeah, if you get a good one available for trade and it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg, do it. But we know next year's draft, plentiful when it comes to linebackers. And Ziegler said it himself, you're not going to be able to fix everything with one draft. All right. Fix what you can with this past draft. The next draft, you fix the remainder. I expect linebacker to be that focus. More than one being drafted next year. Same way that they drafted more than one defensive tackle 2 years in a row is the same way you go out there and you draft linebackers. Multiple. Let them battle it out the following year. Spillane, I love the addition of Spillane. I want to see the continued development of Nate Hobbs. Or not Nate Hobbs, I'm tripping. At linebacker. I want to see the continued development of Divine Diablo. I like Masterson's development, being an undrafted rookie. You went out there and you drafted Amari Burney, and Drake Thomas is undrafted as well. So continue to work with these guys and develop them. They got potential. Drake Thomas, I love Drake Thomas. He, like I said, he led the team in tackles this preseason, but quietly. See, everybody's thinking, oh, he don't impress me. It wasn't impressive, but he led the so everybody else that played linebacker this preseason was really not impressive then, because if he led the league, not league, but led the team in tackles, you know what I mean? He's undersized. That's why he didn't get drafted. But go look at his production in college. Very productive at the linebacker position. I like Drake Thomas. I'm a big table banger for him. And I believe he will make this team. They will not cut him. I don't think they'll cut him. Getting to the safeties. Now, in the safeties, what I see is for the free safety, we're keeping 4 safeties total. 2 free safeties, 2 strong safeties. I think Trayvon Mullen, and I believe Polamalu. Now, some people say, why would you say Polamalu? Because these are all the true free safeties that we have. And I think Polamalu still has room to develop. He only has 1 year under his belt as an NFL player. At 6'4" and a 4.35 40, you can't teach that. You know what I mean? If you can go ahead and develop him, get him better in coverage and decision making, as well as the correct angles on tackles, he can be very valuable to you in the secondary. He has the size to be able to match up with tight ends with no problem, has the speed to match up with the fastest of tight ends. Like when we play the Giants, and you got to face Darren Waller with a 4.4, 4.38. Well, you could throw a 6'4", 4.35 safety on his ass that can keep up with him and long just like he is. But he has to be developed. Don't give up on him after one season. That don't make sense. Usually secondary, it takes about 2 years for them to develop. So let's wait out this 2 years. Let's see if he becomes better this year than he was that last year, and that'll let you know the trajectory of his development, and that's something that you might want to still continue to invest in. As strong safety, of course, Marcus Peters, the Oaktown native, the veteran, the dog out there to get these youngsters in line, to get them, hey, this is how we play the game. Yes, and I love the fact that you get, in my second choice at strong safety will be Chris Smith, the second that we drafted this year. Put him under Marcus Peters' wing. Put him under his wing. Let Marcus Peters get the best out of this cat, because Chris Smith is a ball hawk. He was in college. He's always seems to me to be in the right position, but I guess with the tutelage of a Marcus Peters, you can bring the best out of this youngster, man. He may not be able to start yet, but that will be your potential starter for the future and years to come after that. So let's start with the development, man. You don't draft players to just throw them away before they get into a season and start, or after 1 year. You know what I mean? Let's see if they continue to go upward, keep messing with them, keep training them, keep developing, and see what you can get out of them. So yeah, that is my defense. All right, now we're gonna move into the offense. My prediction for offense to make the 53 at quarterback, of course, Jimmy Garoppolo. I think right now at this moment, Brian Hoyer is the number 2 quarterback. Aiden O'Connell is 3. When asked about the development of Aiden O'Connell and how they felt about can he come in there and challenge for 2 or the first spot, and what they feel about him after the preseason games, Champ Kelly specifically said he is still developing. He's still developing. That's why I said they're not going out here and trying to tank. They're not trying to go after Caleb Williams. If they were, they probably would throw Aiden O'Connell up in there and just let him run and just let him go, because we know he's going to bump his head a few times this season, because that's what rookies do. But eventually during the season, Hoyer could lose that number 2 spot. But right now, as it stands, I don't believe O'Connell is number 2 right now. Not in their eyes. I don't see it. From what they say in the press conferences and everything, that does not add up to O'Connell being number 2 in their eyes. They want him to become number 2, but he has to earn it. He has to go take it from Hoyer. You know what I mean? And that's by the absorption of the offense and moving along, you know what I mean, at his pace. Maybe not too slow of a pace. Maybe his pace is quicker than most. Let him develop into that and take Hoyer's spot. I like Aiden O'Connell. I like his potential, and I do see him leading the Raiders in the future as being our starting quarterback. But right now, let him take his path. You know what I mean? People say some teams, they throw rookies in right away. Other teams, they let them develop behind a veteran starter. Mahomes did it. Aaron Rodgers did it. You know what I mean? But some people do start day one, but usually that's on teams that ain't shit anyway. You know what I mean? Like it does. Like there's 3 teams that's letting rookies start. I think the Texans, Indianapolis, and is it Carolina? Are starting the rookies this year. Their number. What you think them teams is gonna do? You know what I mean? What you think they're gonna do? We gonna watch and see. All right. Offensive line, I think we're gonna keep 8. With that being said, I see Colton Miller, left tackle, Dylan Parham at left guard, Andre James at center, Alex Bars. I'm not a big fan of Alex Bars at all, period. I thought Mutai would take his spot, but Mutai has been very underwhelming in preseason. He's not somebody that you write home about like, oh, Mutai. Now, Mutai is known to be one of the strongest guys in the NFL, but talent-wise, like, bruh, you were not impressive. You weren't impressive at all. You know what I mean? So I think that since Bars is under a 1-year deal, as well as Jermaine Illuminor, that they let these two guys play it out. And I'm gonna give you a reason why I think they keep those guys at right guard and tackle. And we're getting to that just a minute. Let's continue further. Thayer Munford. I like Munford as coming behind as the sixth player, but he's multifaceted on the offensive line. He plays multiple positions. You know what I mean? So plus that's one of your draft picks from last year. You don't give up on him after 1 year. You continue to develop him until you come to the point where it's like we can't develop him like they did with Leatherwood. They couldn't do it. And from what I hear, Leatherwood got cut from the Bears, y'all. The same Leatherwood we cut, the Bears just did the same this year. So yeah, Thayer Munford, I think he makes the team. And then getting into the two guys that I want to speak on behind Bars and Illuminor, it becomes McClendon Curtis as well as Dalton Wagner, two undrafteds. These guys are massive. Curtis is very NFL ready, strong, but I think that strength is going to get developed and be even more in his favor once he gets on the right regiment of working out and as far as in food consumption. You know, they put them on diets specifically for what they need to get stronger, quicker, what all they need to do. But the development is there. Now, the reason why I would not try to cut Curtis or Wagner and then let them try to clear waivers to make it back to our practice squad is because offensive lineman is a commodity. I said this yesterday. They're highly sought after because there's 5 of those motherfuckers on the line. Any one of those bastards get hurt, what next? You know, some teams go man up, but once that one man that's backing them up moves up, who replaces him? You know what I mean? So that's a thing that teams will look at. You possibly could because there was teams that wanted these two guys. This is the reason why the Raiders offered them over $200,000 guaranteed as undrafted contracts, because they wanted to get their services and outbid any other team that wanted them. So that's the thing we have to pay attention to. I don't want to risk our potential future right side of our line, because this is what you're looking at. You're looking at the potential of Wagner and Curtis being your right guard and right tackle after Illuminor and Bars as 1-year deals are up after this year. You get cheaper, but then you get bigger bodies with a higher ceiling that you can coach these guys up. And obviously, our offensive line, bro, you get the continuity and get the rapport with each other on here and get the right group to stick with each other. It will go a long way. There's a reason why Josh Jacobs led the league in rushing last year with these same 5 guys that's starting this year. But see, you have to think about, and this is the way I see Ziegler drafting and free agents. I think some free agents can stick around for a while, depending on production, but a lot of them are just a stopgap until we draft the guy to replace him. That's what I see. I see some of these draft picks or the free agents or guys that we, you know what I mean? Because don't forget, free agency is before the draft. So you go out there grabbing guys that you need, not knowing which is going to fall to you in the draft. So once you get to the draft and those pieces fall to you, I'm like, oh, such and such we signed in March is expendable. We draft, for instance, OJ, the tight end, gone. OJ Howard. Why is he gone? Nigga, we got Mayer, but we didn't know we was going to have Mayer when we signed OJ. You feel me? So all that's what happens when you got free agency before the draft. You go ahead and solidify the areas you need to be solidified, and then wait for the draft and see what falls to you. And there was a lot of good people that at positions we needed: safety, corner, linebacker, defensive tackle, defensive end, wide receiver, quarterback. Listen to all the positions I'm naming off that we drafted. These are also the same positions that we signed in free agency. Facts. The same shit. But you don't know what you're going to get in the draft until the draft comes. A whole month later, now they're starting to replace these guys, and then now that's really making some of these guys that we did sign in free agency expendable. Bruh, hey, thank you for coming, but we're going to go with Mayer. You know what I mean? So OJ had to cut out. Don't be surprised if you see Shelly gone. Bruh, hey, Shelly, bro, Jacorian Bennett, bruh, hey, sorry, we're going to have to let you go. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of shit you got to pay attention to because we drafted the exact shit we fucking picked up in free agency. That told you right there. Like, man, they must really not be, you know what I mean, content with the free agents. No, it ain't that. It's just that they got their own guys at those same positions because they didn't know at the time they signed them. Then the draft comes along and it's like, oh, fuck, Trey Tucker. Oh, shit. We got Mayer. Oh, shit. Aiden O'Connell. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But yes, that is the quarterbacks and the offensive line. And that's my reasons for Curtis and Wagner. You went and grabbed these two dudes specifically because they were there and they were undrafted. And it's kind of like surprising. But see, you got to remember, the thing that caused a lot of good talent to fall off in the draft was C-19, the pandemic. Because they allowed a lot of students that didn't feel comfortable playing during the pandemic to sit out a year or two and come back and still have their eligibility. So now you're 2 years in a hole, but you still can play those 2 years. So that's why you come out of school at 24, 25 years old, like Aiden O'Connell. He'll be 25 this month, September coming up. But, you know, they allow players to do that. So that's why the draft became overpopulated, because not only did you have people that were in the correct line as far as you can only come out into the draft after 3 years removed from high school, your junior year in college, if you went to college right after high school, but it's 3 years removed that you are allowed to enter the draft. But some of these guys been in school 5 years, 6 years, because when C-19 hit in 2020, they had the NCAA allowed them to sit out 20 and 21 if they want to do both years and come back. You know what I mean? And some of them chose that. So now you got double, triple the draft because you let those guys that sat out 1 or 2 years come back into, kept their not seniority, but kept their eligibility, and now they all come out together. So the draft is extra deep compared to most years that no pandemic has been there, where everybody falls in the rightful line that they are in college for 3 years, come out junior or senior year. So that's what happens. So you get a lot of good talent that gets pushed out of the draft, such as your McClendon Curtis's and your Dalton Wagner's. So we went and scooped in and say, hey, look, come to the Raiders. Shit, you offering more than any of these other pro teams. I'll be there. We got Wagner, we got Curtis. Both of them over $200,000, fully guaranteed to come to us. You don't spend money like that to try to get them from anybody else, and then you just cut them. And then in preseason, they showed promise. They showed the ability to, like, bruh, all we got to do is coach them up. You can't coach. What's Dalton Wagner? 6'9", 3 something? And McClendon Curtis is just a straight bully, NFL strength already. Bruh, you don't have to go look for a right guard and a right tackle if you develop these guys. You let Illuminor and Bars walk after this year, after their contract is up. You set. Like I said, everybody knows this. Ziegler plays chess. He's 3, 4, 5 steps ahead. These two guys right here is two of those steps that's ahead. They know they ain't got to go panic and try to find they right guard and tackle, because I think they thought they found them. We just got to coach them up. So we'll see what happens with that. So that's my 8 offensive linemen that I feel that the Raiders will have make the team. Now at running back, I think we're only going to keep 5. I think we kept 6 last year. Matter of fact, let me refer to my notes at running back. Yep, last year we kept 6 running backs. This year, I think 5. The 5 are Josh Jacobs, Zamir White, Brandon Bolden, Amir Abdullah, and Damian Williams. I like the fact that Damian Williams came in 31 years old, 5 foot. No, is he 6? No, 5'11, 220 something, I think. I can't remember his measurables, but a nice, stocky, you know what I mean, well-built running back that puts in work, and we've seen that. We've seen that this preseason, this last game, that 24-yard touchdown. Former Kansas City Chief, has a couple of Super Bowls under his belt. You know what I mean? Not just that. Shit, he got tidbits of information to let us know how they running their offense. You know what I mean? To help our defense. So, I mean, everything is always an advantage if you can get an advantage over an opponent. So that's my running backs. We already know fullback is Jakob Johnson. That's a no-brainer. Now, the receivers, we're going to keep 5 receivers. Which last year we kept 5 receivers as well. Some of the guys are going to the practice squad, but our active 53-man roster with 5 wide receivers, and those wide receivers will be Devontae Adams, of course, Hunter Renfrow, who I got, Jacoby Myers, which is our number 2. That's our slot, our 1 and our 2 right there. Then behind them, Trey Tucker, and DeAndre Carter. The reason why Trey Tucker and DeAndre Carter, because both of those guys play special teams. Look for them to be kickoff and punt returners. You know what I mean? We no longer want Renfrow to be out there. Now, as far as Wilkerson, I wanted him to make the roster, but there was other positions that we needed to add a player to, and so we had to take away from because I originally wanted the running back or the wide receivers at 6 with Wilkerson, but I seen that we kept 5 last year. Why not mimic that? Wilkerson, if you release him, I don't think he'll get claimed. I don't think it will get claimed because I'm looking at the waiver wire now. There's a lot of other receivers out there that got cut from other teams that, in my perception, is better than Wilkerson, and they're out there available. We talk about former number 1 receivers are out there being released. So I don't think we have to worry if Wilkerson clears waivers. We throw him on the practice squad in case one of these 5 go down. Boom, bring them in. You feel me? I think Keelan Cole goes to the practice squad, so we'll keep about 2 wide receivers. You know what I mean? Just in case of emergency. But those are my 5 wide receivers. Tight ends, I think we're only going to keep 3. Last year, we only kept 3 as well. So the tight ends are going to be Michael Mayer, Austin Hooper, and Cole Fotheringham. Those are the 3 that I think that we keep. I think that Horsted gets waived. I think he clears waivers, and then they put him on the practice squad. You know what I mean? That's another practice squad addition. So right now I got Wilkerson, Adam Plant, Keelan Cole. I think Chase Garbers goes back to the practice squad. Horsted at tight end goes to the practice squad. Sincere McCormick goes to the practice squad, running back. And there's some other guy. That's 6 that I named so far. But I think there's a few others. I haven't really went down the line as far as who I feel is going to the practice squad, but there will be a defensive tackle. I think a lineman, offensive lineman, and a defense. I said a defensive end, which I said Adam Plant already. So I think they're in linebacker. Do I think linebacker? I said linebacker will be hold on. Not linebacker, defensive tackle. I got Jade Severa. Jade Severa will I think he will clear waivers. He wasn't that, we see the potential in him, but he's not. I don't think he's 53-man roster ready. I don't think nobody will grab him off waivers, but it's a wait and see. So that is my 53-man roster. We'll see what happens. 1 o'clock comes today. We all gonna find out who the Raiders keep, who the Raiders remove, or who the Raiders trade for, who the Raiders sign off waivers, or who clear waivers and who the Raiders sign. There's gonna be some more moves coming. I bet my bottom dollar that we're not done. We're not done. We're watching every team and what they do, man. I think that's what's gonna happen. You think Dorsett? Let me see what Walt say. I think Dorsett. You think Dorsett or Sims is a 6 wide receiver? Shit, I'm glad we didn't carry no 6 last year. You know what I mean? I think if anything, they'll end up on the practice squad. I think, like I said, I think Keelan Cole and Wilkerson will end up on the practice squad. I think we only go 5 because you only get 53, and not just that. Here, the other part is you can only dress down active 46 players per game. Only 46. So from that 43, you need to remove 7 of that on game day. Who's that going to be? You know what I mean? Now you really get thinner. You know what I mean? And these are the guys I have problems trying to I'm trying to think of every angle that why we would keep them and why we wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like I said, these are just guesses. I'm trying to make calculated guesses. I doubt my fucking defense and offense come out that way. If they did, I'd be surprised because you can only guess what the front office is thinking. But I mean, I'm trying to. Sometimes I might overthink a position or two. You know what I mean? Trying to imagine if this what Ziegler and them see. So that's all I was doing. Like I said, it's kind of like a mock draft, bro. You know, it's not written in stone. I'm just trying my luck. That's it. Oh no, Adam Plant definitely will make the practice squad, bro. See, like I said, a lot of people were overlooking shit. Like quietly, these guys have been showing some signs, you know, and this is an undrafted dude. You know what I mean? He's been out. Don't forget, Adam Plant was out there those first 2 preseason games that we did damn good. You know, he was out there in Dallas too, though, but it was different combination of defensive players that he was playing alongside. That changes a whole dynamic of things also. It's kind of like putting Garoppolo out there with Sims, Keelan Cole, you know, and expecting the same outcome of having Renfro, Jacoby Meyer, and Devontae Adams. How do you expect to have the same outcome with lesser talented players at those same positions? That's all the Dallas game was. That's why I don't trip off the Dallas game. A lot of people be like, "Oh, we got our ass." Don't buy into that. Don't buy into that. That's the only game in preseason that all these teams are going to have to be able to see the last audition of the bottom tier of 90 players. Remember, you only get to 53. The players we've seen in Dallas was like 90, 89, 88, 87, 86, 85, 84, 83, 82, 81, 80, 79, 70. You see what I mean? That's the players we were seeing them play against Dallas. None of them is making the team. You know what I mean? You got to get from 90 all the way down to 53. Was that 37? Well, we got to keep 91. Don't forget the international player pathway program with David Agaha from Nigeria. I think he goes to the practice squad. That's a development dude. He got a sack. And he ain't never played football anywhere in the United States. First game ever. And did that crossing route, came up the middle and beeline the quarterback. You know what I mean? So that's another guy we overlook. I think he goes to the practice squad. See, and that's another thing, man. There could be better, but what is it going to cost? You know what I mean? You're going to get some veterans that's going to get released at the end. What is it going to cost you? What's the contract? What other teams is going to be negotiating against you to get the same services? We only got $4 million under the cap, 4.5. You know what I mean? If there's multiple players out there that we want, and there's teams out there that really want that DN. Matter of fact, before you even hit the market, you got trades going on right now as we speak. You know what I mean? We got a kicker that got traded. Oh, come on, bro. A kicker? Shit. You better hope the Niners was the ones that make the trade and get a kicker. The way that fool was missing. But yeah, man, hey, there's a lot of shit. Like, yeah, there's a lot of decisions this front office got to make, bro. And they're hard decisions. And some of them are gambles. You know what I mean? You got to gamble if you release a player that he clear waivers. Teams ain't going to tell you what their intentions are. But a telltale sign is if a team calls you and asks you what you want for a trade for such and such. And that might be such and such might be a player that you were planning on releasing. If a motherfucker asking to trade for him, that means if you release him and he clear waivers, that team is going to get him without giving up shit. So you really can't show no hand. You can show a hand, though, show the player, because I seen some teams release the name of some of the players they plan on releasing. And that's just to let motherfuckers know, if you want him, get at us right now, because he's gonna be gone. Is Baltimore trying to trade him? That's the key with Patrick Queen. And then with Patrick Queen, what's his salary? And what is the asking price that Baltimore wants for him? See, those are things that that all factors into it. Is the front office willing to give up that asset to get him and that money? You know what I mean? What's Queen's contract? I like him. I like that linebacker. But what will it cost you? See, we got to stop looking at names on jerseys. I be telling people that. Some people think we got to go out there and go get free agents and trade for big names. No, go get players that's productive in your system. Fuck the name. What happened when we got Shelley? We thought Shelley because of the name. Oh, yeah, Shelley was solid over here. We get him in here. How does Shelley look to you now? That's exactly what I'm like. God dang. Remember when we got Littleton from the Rams? Oh, Littleton was the shit with the Rams. He got here and he didn't fit our system. We got dead cap space because we still paying him, and he ain't even on the roster no more. You got to be very careful with what you bring in. Don't just look at the name and be like, oh, Queen. Does he fit what we're trying to do here? We already got Spillane. We got Divine Diablo. What do you trade to get Queen? Where do you put Queen? You know what I mean? So it's a lot of things that, hey, I salute the front office. They got a lot of decisions to make, bro. A lot of decisions. And different, and it can go either direction. You know what I mean? You think Queen is out there and nice, but here's a story I'm gonna tell y'all, and this is a true story with the Raiders in New England. Back when Al Davis was alive, right? Al Davis had called, and shit like this happens too. You might call for Queen in Baltimore about what they want for him, and come to find out somebody better than him is available at another position. This is how we got Seymour from the Patriots. When we called the Patriots, we were asking about Vince Wilfork, defensive tackle. They told Al Davis he's not available. But then came back with a counter and asked him, but would you be interested in Richard Seymour? And Al Davis, Richard Seymour? He's like, yeah, what do you want for him? And Belichick said, let me call you back. So he went and talked to Kraft. Kraft said, I guess we'll trade Seymour, but they wasn't trading Wilford. But Seymour will trade. Called Al Davis back. Wilford ain't available, but Seymour is, and this is what we want for him. And so Al Davis made the deal for Richard Seymour. Now, a lot of people, look, here's another thing, just like this preseason, that you look at players and think, Oh, they weren't productive. But like Richard Seymour didn't do anything for the Raiders. Bullshit. Did you know Richard Seymour put up just about the equal same numbers with us as he did with New England? Remember, he made the Hall of Fame. He made all team, all second team, Pro Bowls. He did all that with us. But you would think he didn't because it was on a team that wasn't that good. Seymour's numbers damn near equal the same as what the numbers he did in the Patriots. So whose numbers was it that put him into the Hall of Fame? Both. He was just as productive as he was with New England as he was with us. And that's why I say in preseason, sometimes the numbers are sneaky. You don't pay attention, and then all of a sudden you be like, oh, I didn't know Seymour did all that. Yes, but on a bad team. You know what I mean? So you got to pay attention to shit sometimes. Hey, for real, shout out to the Bears who released Leatherwood, bro. I'm telling you, that shit crazy. Johnson is going at safety. Now we're getting down. Let's see my safeties. Trayvon Moore, Isaiah Palomino, Marcus Epps, Chris Smith. Let's see if I was correct. I'm trying to figure in how they would see shit. And I think they highly favor their own draft picks and undrafteds over people that were free agents. You know what I mean? Because like I said, the draft came after free agency. So you don't know what was going to fall to you until the draft. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we don't need this motherfucker. We got Chris Smith. You know what I mean? Now shit is starting to shake up a little bit. Sam Tanker, hey, top of the morning, man. I'm about to jump off here, y'all. Hey, I can't wait till 1 o'clock to see exactly what's going down with our roster, man. Hopefully we get the best 53 combination, like going to Popeyes and getting a 2-piece with a biscuit. You feel me? Hey, and don't forget the fries. So with that being said, you guys enjoy your Tuesday, man. It's been a damn good show. I love fucking with y'all, man. And we'll be back tomorrow. We are going tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, right here on Raiders Allegiance. Good Morning Raider Nation Live podcast. We are going to go over all the moves that we will finally know about that the Raiders have made with this roster. Not only the cuts, but I'm hoping and guessing there might be a trade or two or a signing claiming off waivers or a signing after they clear what we'll see. We'll see. So with that being said, man, you guys enjoy your Tuesday. Hey, let's go Raiders. You know what it is. It don't stop and it won't stop. You feel me? So with that being said, man, I see you guys. Same Raider time, same Raider channel right here on Raiders Allegiance, man. Good morning, Raider Nation. Live Raiders podcast. We gonna talk about it. Oh, we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. So with that being said, y'all enjoy your day. Be safe. Make it back home to your loved ones. That's the most important. And I'll see you guys on Hump Day. I'm Lunatic Raider. This is Raiders Allegiance. You have been watching Who's Your Baby Daddy? No, you've been watching Good Morning Raider Nation, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm out this B.I. Oh, yeah. And subscribe to the channel and hit that like if you haven't. See y'all tomorrow. I'm out.